astronomers just discovered the most distant galaxy we've ever seen at over 33 billion light years away. But how do we know that? It's not like we can roll a tape measure out across the universe. Well, lucky for us, the universe provides all the tools that we need. Let's imagine light that is traveling across the universe from a distant galaxy. It's this green squiggle here. The universe is expanding, so as this light travels through the universe, it's actually getting stretched out by the expansion of space-time. It's getting pulled into longer and longer wavelengths of light, and the more distance this light has to travel, the more stretched out it gets. We call this cosmological redshifting because red is longer wavelength light, and so it's like all the light is getting moved down to the redder end of the spectrum. And there's a pretty straightforward mathematical relationship between how stretched this light gets and the distance to its source. Now the problem is we only see this stretched out light with our telescopes. This is what we detect by the time it gets to us. In order to calculate the distance, we need to know what wavelength it initially was. And here again, the universe is providing tools. When we look at how much light we get at different wavelengths coming from a galaxy, we see all of these bumps and wiggles. This is absorption and emission that comes from light interacting with the gas in and around a galaxy. And these bumps and wiggles all happen at very specific wavelengths. Every single element produces a distinct fingerprint of light that comes from the way the electrons are arranged in the atom. And because we've been playing around with atoms for a while, we know what those specific wavelengths are. So when we look at these bumps and squiggles, we know what wavelengths they're supposed to be happening at. So by comparing that to the wavelengths we actually see, we know how much the light changed, and so we can calculate the distance to the galaxy. So who needs tape measures that stretch for billions of light years? All you need is light.